Hello YouTubers, time for another video with some new records in my collection, and I'm back online finally, and well, I managed to find some really interesting titles. First of all, I'd like to show you this very odd album. I was very surprised when I found it. Something new from Africa. And we have artists like Solven Whistler, Specs Rampura, Toko Tomo and the Bachelors, Jimmy Pratt. The main star on this album is the Penny Whistler and Tin Whistler Little Lemmy, or Lemmy Special, or Lemmy Special Maboso, who was around 12-13 when these recordings were made. This is a British Decca album. Mono with a red mono label. It's from 1959, I think. 1950, yeah, 1959, and it has some very nice township dance music, pop music that was popular in South Africa in the 50s, and then would lots of years later inspire, well, many other musicians, including my big favorite Paul Simon. But what this is, it's a great condition. It must be very rare. I can't imagine this selling that much. And it's great music. But what made me so amazed about this was that I could imagine that there were South African music issued on a major label like Decca in the 50s in England. That sounds really, really, really odd to me. I would never have imagined this. And well, we have Miriam Makeba, young Miriam Makeba singing on one of the tracks as well. That's actually a South African take on Duke Ellington's Rockin' in the Rhythm with Jimmy Pratt and Lemmy Special and Miriam Makeba. So this is a great album. I'm very happy I found it. It wasn't that incredibly cheap, but worth it. Over to another album. That's, well, we talk a lot about perfect tense. I have to say this is Candy Staten, Stand By Your Man from 1970. It's her second album. It's on the Fame label, and I managed to get hold of this. I've been trying to get hold of it for ages. It's her second album. I think she made 3 albums for the Fame label. This is the second one, and the first and third one I've seen being reissued, but this I've never seen reissued, so I had to go for the original here, and this is so good. Candy Staten is one of the best singers of all time in my book, because the sheer intensity in the voice, Candy Staten has this sort of desperation in her voice. She sings as if her life depends on it, and the accompaniment on this album, great musicians, great songs. I have to say, a really true artist is an artist who can make a good track out of the dud song Stand By Your Man, which is one of my pet hates. I really hate that song, but she makes a good song. How does she do that? I have no idea. I love her. I love her. Right. Over to another. Well, nothing compared to Philip Glass. Well, the same nationality. We got the American minimalist composer Philip Glass. I found this Dance Pieces from 1987, and it's on the CBS, the FM label they had. Very nice. And what's this? Yeah, this is one of the records that Jonas Bli Media showed to me and told me that you really ought to have this. So no, I finally got hold of a copy. It's Neil Young, Comes a Time. It's on reprise from 1978, and it's great album. Thank you for the tip. And I'm becoming more and more of a Neil Young fan. He made lots of recordings, and I've got that. I think I've got 4 or 5 Neil Young albums all in all. Okay, over to another favorite group of mine. It's Camel, and this is one of the albums I didn't have. It's what's it called? Breathless. And this was when the group was starting to crack a bit, because I don't remember if the bass player, what's his name? Can't remember. Bass player, the ordinary bass player, I can't remember his name now, but he had left by this time, so the group was starting to according to interviews I've seen, they started to, have big problems keeping the group together. Still, this is a very good album. Alright, and then finally I'm going to end this video with two LPs, the two latest LPs with a Swedish singer-songwriter. He was in the prog movement in the 1970s, but I think it's like they talk about Bob Dylan as the folk guru. This man is a bit of the prog guru, but he's a bit above the Swedish progressive, the political progressive music. He wrote very political lyrics and still does today. He still does that today. It's Mikael Wiehe. I'm sure I've talked about him a bit earlier. This is an album from 2012, En Gammal Man, and this is his latest album, Isolde. I like this album a lot. He's been making solo albums since the 1977, I think, 78, with the Titanic. He had his great big hit with the song Titanic, and before that he was, of course, the leader and the main composer and one of the singers in the group Hoola Badoola Band. So that's all for me today. Bye bye.